I'm going to hit you with a few quotes today. Captain Ramsay, I expect and demand your very best. Anything less, you should have joined the Air Force. Neil Macaulay, don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner. Elaine, I do the best I can, honey. I know it's not enough, and I'm sorry, but that's what you get in life, you know? You get whoever you end up with, whoever is willing to stick by you and fight for you when everyone else is gone, and it ain't always who you expect, but you just have to make do. Vice Principal Walters, I care about these kids just as much as you do, and if I'm forced to choose between Mozart and reading and writing and long division, I choose long division. Glenn Holland, well, I guess you can cut the arts as much as you want, Jean. Sooner or later, these kids aren't going to have anything to read or write about. Verbal Kins. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Tommy. You know, a lot of people go to college for 7 years. Richard. I know. They're called doctors. Luann. What should I tell them? If they don't want to die, remember to knock. Cher. Ugh, as if. Craig. Bye, Felicia.
That was a lot of quotes.
I told you. I warned you.
Was that like 20?
No. Obviously, all of those quotes did not go together.
Obviously.
Is this suspense killing you? Do you know what all these quotes have in common?
Well, I know one's from the movie Clueless.
Yeah.
My favorite one is one of my favorite quotes is the devil quote, though. I love that quote.
What movie?
I don't know. I still have COVID head. Why are you asking me this stuff?
Oh, hi. By the way, I'm Ingrid. That's Jessica. We obviously record multiple episodes in the same sitting, and we don't wear the same clothes all the time. Jessica doesn't always have COVID.
Or I always have COVID, and I always wear the same clothes.
That could be it, too. That's probably why you have COVID. You need to wash your clothes every once in a while.
Thank you for the unsolicited advice.
I'm a healthcare provider. It's my duty to tell you to clean yourself every once in a while.
You said duty.
You're so dumb.
Okay, tell me.
So first of all, other movies, we have Crimson Tide. That was the one. I don't know if people got to see your face when you were freaking out. That was quote number 1. You were laughing. That I expect and demand your very best. Anything less, you should have joined the Air Force. I threw that in there just because I figured you specifically would like it.
Thank you, I did.
The other one is from the movie Heat. Boys on the Side. Mr. Holland's opus. That's one of my favorite quotes. Did you say The Usual Suspects?
No.
For the devil? Oh, that's
yeah. That's right.
Tommy Boy was Tommy and Richard.
Oh, yeah. I got that one too.
Dangerous Minds. Michelle Pfeiffer, one of my favorite characters ever. And then Cher's from Clueless, and Craig, Friday.
Yeah, I knew Friday too.
Okay.
Just so you know, we've exposed our kids to Gangster Paradise, and our daughters were not impressed with me or Ingrid.
Yeah, no. Okay. Well.
Okay.
So,
proceed.
On we go. I shall. Come along and
ride on the
fantastic. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, my voice kind of cracked. Come along and ride on a fantastic voyage. But wait a second. That's the right artist, but the wrong song. Don't worry, we're still going on a ride. Before we head out, we pop our CD mix into the portable player after wiping the fingerprints off, of course. The playlist, On Bended Knee by Boys to Men, and You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson, both of which hit the number 1 on Shadoe Stevens' weekly Top 40 countdown. But the real highlight, cruising in a Ford Taurus, one of over 366,000 sold that year, is singing every word to the Billboard number 1 song of the year. Jessica already mentioned it. What do you think it is?
Gangsta's Paradise.
Gangsta's Paradise. So Fantastic Voyage is also a Coolio song, in case you didn't get that reference. Coolio is also Gangsta's Paradise. Anyway, I digress. We are on our way to the top grossing movie of the year, Toy Story, which eventually made over $394 million worldwide. Our other choices that top the list are Batman Forever, Apollo 13, Pocahontas, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, and Seven. Of course, we've left plenty of time to hit them all first. But before any shopping, it's a pit stop at Orange Julius. Then we wander through The Buckle, Maurice's, American Eagle, Claire's, Abercrombie and Fitch, and Spencer's, because why not Spencer's? We don't really need to add to our already flawless looks anyway. You're rocking baggy ripped jeans, a co-ed, naked, insert whatever here.
Those were my favorite shirts.
What did you
Absolutely
have? Which ones?
Co-ed, naked, firefighting, find them hot and leave them wet.
You remember them? Okay.
Well, there was a couple others, but that's the only one I remember.
I had the co-ed naked cheerleading, and I can't remember something about on top.
How are we allowed to wear those to school? I wore mine to school like almost all the time.
We weren't supposed to wear them to school. We got in trouble for it.
I never did.
Did you have Miss Murray?
Yeah.
Oh no, we would get in trouble for wearing those things.
Maybe it's because I skipped school and I only showed up at the very end of the day. Maybe.
I think we would like turn them inside out or something if we got in trouble for wearing them.
Yeah, that's what you'd have to do.
Well, okay. So also in your ensemble, you have a flannel tied at the waist and Doc Martens. I'm in a plaid skirt, plain mock turtleneck, black tights, and clunky, chunky platform heels. Cruising the mall, we wave to friends, the guy in the Canadian tuxedo, his brother in the tracksuit, and their hot friend who, let's be real, looks like people's sexiest man alive of the year, Brad Pitt. We chatter about the latest episodes of Friends, ER, and Seinfeld. As we near the theater, you tell me about this new thing called Auction Web, where you can actually buy and sell things online. Who knew this thing would become eBay in a few years? And now that Windows 95 is here, computers finally feel a little friendlier to use. If only we didn't have to wait for a phone line to open up to get on the internet. Oh yeah, I say, not wanting you to one-up me in breaking news. Have you tried the new Frappuccino Starbucks just released? You say no, and I promise to buy you one after the movie. I also buy your $4.35 movie ticket along with mine. Following the movie, you filled up with gas at $1.09 per gallon before we head to our next stop. We settle in at Starbucks later, drinks in hand, ready to talk about everything, including the heavy stuff. First up, the Oklahoma City bombing that shook the nation earlier that year. Do you remember the details of this?
Yeah, I actually went to the Oklahoma City bombing memorial when I was up there for my birthday.
I had no idea. Okay,
Yeah.
so
It's very, very, very touching. Of course, I was in tears the whole time.
yeah, so just as a reminder, why not throw in a little bit of a story here? So security guard Timothy McVeigh parked a rented rider outside of Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building. As he walked away, he detonated the homemade bomb made of fertilizer, diesel fuel, and some other stuff. A third of the building was destroyed in the explosion, killing 168 people, 19 of which were children, and hundreds of others were also injured. Within 24 hours, the FBI had a composite sketch of the suspect, whom they found out the very next day was already in jail. He had been pulled over 80 miles north of Oklahoma City because he didn't have a license plate on his Mercury Marquis. He was arrested when the officer discovered a concealed weapon. McVeigh was behind bars 1.5 hours after the bombing. And so Timothy McVeigh and his co-conspirator, Terry Nichols, were both Gulf War veterans, and they are the two who created this plot um, because they thought it was against like the I can't say the word conspiratorial. There we go. Lord have mercy. Worldview of militia culture. And they thought the bombing was a justifiable attack against the federal government of the United States. And the murder of the innocents, as Timothy McVeigh reported, was collateral damage. Both of those individuals were indicted in the U.S. District Court of the Western District of Oklahoma in 1995 on August 10th. And it was for conspiracy to use a weapon of mass destruction, use of such a weapon, destruction by explosive, and 8 counts of first-degree murder. And I don't know where they got the number 8. Do you have any idea?
Mm-mm,
Okay.
no.
So McVeigh was found guilty on all counts in 1997. He was executed June 11th, 2001. Terry Nichols was found guilty of conspiracy and manslaughter on December 24th, 1997, and sentenced to life in prison without
Merry Christmas. Sorry.
And they have another accomplice, Michael J. Fortier. He was indicted on 4 counts, including conspiracy to transport stolen firearms. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison on May 27th, 1998. So that is the Oklahoma City bombing. Now we're going to go back to, we're sitting in Starbucks trying to enjoy our Frappuccinos, talking about the worst things ever. But we continue talking about other heartbreaking headlines of the year. The O.J. Simpson verdict, the murder of Selena at the age of 23 years old, and Jerry Garcia, his passing from a heart attack at the age of 53 years.
Yeah, Jerry Garcia is still alive, just so you know.
Okay, deadhead.
Okay. I was wondering if you'd get that.
Yes, I know. He's hanging out with Elvis. So after all this conversation, I sigh and say, I don't want my high school graduation year to be remembered for just the bad stuff. So then you, being you, jump up and start singing and dancing the Macarena.
I'm very confused. Are you talking to me like we're hanging out, or are you talking to our listeners?
Both. Whoever wants to join in on the fantastic voyage.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's it. Yeah, there we go. You're supposed to sing it. We can't sing too long because I think we will get in trouble for copyright because we sound exactly like the song. But this, obviously, if you didn't get the Windows 95 catch, this is the year. If you didn't figure it out with all the details, the headlines of what I included, this is all the year of 1995. So shout out to my fellow. I actually really did graduate in 1995, which was old 30 years ago. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do it. My big 30-year class reunion just happened, and I didn't get to go.
I didn't think you did.
No, we won't go into that.
Dang.
1995. A lot of big stuff happened in 1995.
There was.
And just so all you millennials know, yeah, Friends, one of your favorite shows today, that was over 30 years ago. And those Nirvana t-shirts that you like to wear. I don't know if that's millennials. I think that might be
Z's. I don't know. Who's ever after?
Know who Nirvana is if you're going to wear the shirt. I'm okay with you wearing the shirt, but know who Nirvana is.
I actually am a big fan of seeing little kids, like little kids, like 7, 8 little kids running around in shirts like that. One of my friend's kid has a Beatles shirt. And so,
which is great. I love it if they know.
Well, they're children.
Well, still, is it too early to introduce them to like
No, I'm saying that their parents probably introduced it to them, so they probably know. Like, if you asked me who Grassroots were back in the day, I wouldn't know their name, but I'd sing you their song.
Nobody knows who Grassroots are except for you and me.
In my midnight confessions.
I have the record.
I know you do.
That's another year. Okay, any questions about 1995? 95, 95, 99, 95.
No, that was crazy. Your little trip took me back a little bit.
Did it? That's what I was trying to do. I was actually trying to get you there.
It was cheesy AF.
It was cheesy AF, but I enjoyed the Orange Julius. I had no idea Frappuccinos were that old.
I didn't either. I've never been a fan of those, though.
I actually don't really drink those, but and we for sure. I doubt we had a Starbucks up there.
And
95.
I don't know. What is your dog doing?
She's scratching her ear. She was on the other side of the house, and she decided to come right here, sit next to me, and hi, and scratch her ear. Now she's booping me. Oh, did you hear? She just burped. Rude. The microphone is on. That was wild. I'm not gonna lie. I had to Google some of this stuff because I couldn't really remember exactly what the fashion was. The co-ed naked T-shirts did not make the Google, though.
What?
That I remembered. Yes, that I remembered.
That's a shame.
And then having like the front part of your hair up with a scrunchie.
Yeah, I never did that.
Oh, okay, so maybe that was just me. That was actually another reason I had to Google the fashion trend because I was like, I don't know that we were very fashionable.
I never did learn my lesson with Doc Martens, though. Every time we'd be at like a campfire or something, I'd put my feet on the outside barrel and
Melt?
Yes. Oh, Mom would get so mad at me, and I'd still have to wear them because she wouldn't buy me new shoes.
Well, because they were not cheap shoes.
No, they were not. Sorry, Mom.
Especially back then when you see the price of a movie ticket and a gallon of gas.
Yeah,
Those are all tripled.
Hey, have you noticed that Abercrombie and Fitch are trying to rebrand? I saw one of the commercials the other day, and they are more inclusive of people that don't have six-pack abs.
Right. So, okay. Yeah. That was always very, very specific clientele that they were geared for.
I actually didn't like walking by that in the mall because I was very intimidated.
Same. And we were both teeny tiny little girls, but it was like I didn't feel pretty enough or skinny enough to go into the store. And if I went in, it was like immediate left or immediate right, whichever side was the women's side. And I would just shop in that tiny little corner and then leave.
Yeah.
Ooh, I forgot to say what kind of perfume we were wearing. What was it? Cool Water?
And CK1.
Ooh, CK. That's right. Oh my gosh. What? Oh, so many things. That's a hard year for me to remember because it was half high school, half college. And it was just two totally different worlds from high school to college. So it's weird to think that it was all the same year because when I was like, oh yeah, the O.J. Simpson verdict, I'm like, no, that was when I was in college. But that was still the same year.
Yeah.
Okay. Bees?
Be a deadhead.
Be a gangsta in paradise.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't be a McVeigh.
Don't be getting rid of the arts.
Yeah. If you ever do need a good cry, you could read some of the responses of the first responders of the Oklahoma City bombing, or some of the parents that dropped their kids off at that daycare that morning. It's right. I said if you need a good cry. Ugly sobbing.
Have you been missing crying on this podcast? Because this is episode 4 since we've come back on, and I don't think there's been a tear shed.
Oh,
and then we're doing videos that everyone gets to see. I'm gonna have to find the story that makes you cry.
You know I can turn my camera off, right? Oh, where'd I go?
You are so dumb.
All right.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. We will see you, or you will see us again, or listen, whichever way you prefer, in 2 weeks. When
I'm gonna go die in a
Jessica's
bed.
going to. We'll see if in 2 weeks Jessica is still wearing the same clothes. Because
And do I still have COVID?
Bella says bye,
Bye, Bells.
and bye Jessica,
Bye, sister.
bye COVID, and bye Felicia.
If you would like to reach out to us or submit your situation, please contact us at anothersituationpodcast@gmail.com or find us on Instagram at Another Situation Podcast. We're also on Facebook at Another Situation.
Another Situation is produced and edited by Point 5 Pinoy. Music is written and performed by Tim Crow.